Explosive news delivered. Important news delivered. This is TNT, the news time with today's top stories.
Live from the Daejeon Mpoly newsroom.
Good morning, Daejeon. It's a lovely day, isn't it?
It sure is.
This is Eunice Min,
And this is Karen Park,
delivering the most explosive news of the hour.
Our first headline is from the entertainment industry, where there was a vote manipulation that caused some controversy with the debut of Produce 101's trainees.
Here to give us all the details is Sophie Kim with our entertainment story of the day.
Thanks, Eunice. As one of most popular competition shows lately, Produce 101 started with 101 trainees from 46 different entertainment companies. Throughout this show, the trainees practice and perform a number of songs, and the public can vote for their favorite trainees. The final top 11 trainees who make it to the end form a group and debut together. In the latest season, there was some controversy and confusion due to Kim Min-gyu's placement as the 12th trainee in terms of votes. Since Kim Min-gyu usually places at least rank 10 or above, people thought there might be some vote manipulation. When some netizens analyzed the vote rate, they found a strange pattern. Produce 101's staff responded by saying that they changed the count of the vote, so it was their mistake, but that it had no real effect. A lot of netizens are outraged that votes were changed, since it meant that Kim Min-gyu was unable to debut as a part of the new group X1. Hopefully, this is the last time that vote manipulation happens in the entertainment industry. Now, back to Karen for our next story.
Thanks, Sophie. Our next headline is about a couple of players who have done some amazing things.
Here to give us their thoughts are Brian Kim and Jason Park from Sports.
Thanks, Eunice. Our first sports story of the day is about how Son Heung-min led his team, Tottenham Hotspur, to victory against Crystal Palace with a 4-0 final score at the September 14th game. The game took place at the Tottenham Hotspur main stadium in London, where Son scored 2 out of the 4 total goals in the first 30 minutes of the game. For the first goal, Toby Alderweireld passed the ball to Son. For the second goal, Serge Aurier helped Son by passing the ball to Son, and then Son kicked the ball into the goal. Son Heung-min is one of the most famous soccer players because of his talent and skills. He has made Korea proud by representing Korea as a part of the Tottenham Hotspur. Let's take a look at another South Korean sports player who is making headlines in the MLB. Here's Brian with the next story.
Thanks, Jason. In the baseball world, the MLB is known for being the most famous league. That's why it was such a great moment when Yoo Hyun-jin became the first Korean pitcher to start a World Series game as part of the LA Dodgers team. Yoo Hyun-jin first spent 78 seasons with Daejeon's team, the Hanwha Eagle of the KBO League, before joining the LA Dodgers. On September 23rd, there was a game between the LA Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies. During the game, Ryu hit a solo home run, which made the score a tie between the two teams. Yoo Hyun-jin is making headline in the MLB, and of course, he's making Korea and Daejeon proud with all of his accomplishments. For next story, let's go back to Karen.
Thanks, Brian. Now it's time for our main headline about the No Japan boycott in Korea.
To give us his professional opinion on this issue, here's Patrick Wee with news and opinion.
Thanks, Eunice. For today's main headline, I'll be reporting on the ongoing No Japan boycott happening here in Korea. Japan and Korea have always had a bad relationship ever since the Japanese colonial era, so of course Korea does not have very good view of Japan. Recently, the Japanese government abruptly decided to restrict exports of three chemical products used by South Korean companies to make cell phones and electric displays after the Korean Supreme Court ordered Japanese firms to compensate the still living Koreans who are forced labor during World War II. Koreans see this export regulation as a sign that Japan is unwilling to apologize and make up for all the damage and trauma they caused to Koreans, which is No Japan boycott started. This boycott started in July and still happening. There is even an app called No Japan that shows which products are Japanese so that people know which products not to buy. While boycott has brought Korea together, some people think this boycott isn't having any effect, and the Korean citizens who own stores that sell Japanese products are experiencing low sales from the boycott. So some people think this boycott might be hurting Korea more than it is hurting Japan. In my opinion, I think that No Japan boycott is good because it's showing Japan that we as a country refuse to let them keep treating us badly. We need to boycott Japan until they apologize to people who were hurt by Japan's brutality. That's all for news and opinion today. Now back to Karen for our last segment.
For your interesting opinion, as always, Patrick.
Here with our final segment is Sophia Yoon, who will be reporting live from the hallways of Mpoly as she interviews Mr. Ricky about Amazon rainforest fire.
Thanks, Eunice. This is Sophia Yoon live on the scene reporting on the Amazon fires. This is a very important issue in the world right now because the Amazon forest is the biggest source of oxygen for Earth and acts as the lungs of Earth. But lately, fires have been destroying the forests. With me today is Mr. Ricky to share his opinion on the Amazon fires. Hi, Mr. Ricky. Do you know about the Amazon fires?
Hello. Yes, I read about it in the news, and it's something that lots of my friends have been talking about.
Okay. What do you think will happen if the fire continues?
I think if it continues, it'll be very dangerous, not only because of the amount of smoke that a fire that large will cause, but it's burning down the Amazon at a faster rate than normal, which is terrifying.
Jair Bolsonaro, the president of Brazil, rejected $22.2 million raised at the G7 summit by French President Emmanuel Macron. This money was going to be used for extinguishing the fires. What would you do if you were President Jair Bolsonaro?
If I was the president of Brazil, I would have accepted the money, but I do know why he didn't. He's very kind of proud of being Brazilian and Brazil and thinks that they should stand on their own 2 feet, but also he doesn't really care for the environment in the same way that a lot of the world leaders do.
Why do you think this is so important?
It's a huge issue. I think that global warming and climate change, especially for your guys' generation, is something that people are not taking seriously enough. And we're already destroying large parts of the Amazon without this fire. I think it's something like an area of a large number of football pitches is destroyed every day. This fire has only made it worse. I worry about the future and what will happen for people younger than me.
Okay. Thank you for your answers.
Thanks, Sophia. Now for the recap of today's explosive news.
In entertainment, there was controversy over the vote manipulation that led to Kim Min-gyun not debuting with X1.
In sports, two South Korean sports players, Son Heung-min and Ryu Hyun-jin, are making Korea proud with their accomplishments.
In news and opinion, the No Japan boycott is still going strong in Korea.
And for our interview, we got to hear the thoughts of Mr. Ricky about the Amazon fires.
Now, before we go, it's time for something a little lighter.
Wasn't that cute?
Yes, it was. This has been Eunice,
And this is Karen.
for Explosive News.
This is TNT.
See you again next time.